Okay, so there was this one place at the Sunless on Ember that I hadn't quite gotten explored yet. It's the Sunless City. So let me just mark the. Yeah, see, there's more to explore there. Now, where is the? Here it is, the gravity cannon. Okay, so I'm going to. I think the problem was that there was this area I just sort of gave up on. The actual Shrine of the Eye on Ember. I figured you just couldn't get there. But the truth is that just because there are ghost matter crystals doesn't actually mean that there's ghost matter present. I forget exactly when I figured that out, but I used it to great effect when I explored the comet, the interloper. So what I'm going to do is try doing that again, but this time I'll use the entrance. There's another entrance to the Sunless City, and I'd overlooked it. Wait a minute, if I can grind myself to a full and complete stop. There, that's better. Come to think of it, I think I'm right there. So the gravity cannon is... Yeah, I'm right behind it. Alright, which... Well, I'm not right behind it, but I'm right near it anyway. Behind it is this direction, I think. There's a problem with the gravity cannon. It's really hard to tell. I think it's this outcropping here. Yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah, here we go. Now, to demonstrate this principle, in case you missed it, this area is covered with ghost matter crystals, but as you can see, I landed there, so there's no ghost matter. I don't remember exactly whether I looked at everything in the Sunless City or not, but this area, it sounds, the area I'm talking about, it sounds as though I looked at it and figured, you know what, this place is flooded with ghost matter, like completely flooded, and I can't explore it. Well, clearly I was wrong. So, this over here is the Eye Shrine District. It is in no immediate danger of drowning in sand. And that is the building I'm trying to get to. You may or may not remember this place, because there's a writing on the wall that says, by the Know My Children, and it said, well, maybe the Eye of the Universe calling us here is a bad thing. It's an interesting psychological conundrum, isn't it? But then again, the Know My practically are interesting psychological conundrums themselves. Okay, so this is the place I'm talking about. Let me just have a look around here with my scout. Okay, so this area is clear of ghost matter, but hang on a minute, but alright, okay, I'm gonna land the scout down here. There we go. That's better. Now this area over here, Yeah, it's full of ghost matter, chock full of it. And how about down here? Oh, wait a second. Let me grab another snapshot. Okay. I'm trying to gauge where I need to land. This area is... apparently it's clear of it. Let me do this again. I'm just turning the camera a little bit so I can match up what I'm looking at with... the problem is the perspective, really. I can't... the scout's on the wall, but this area, I think, is clear because the scout didn't pick anything up, so I'll just slam right into the... well, I suppose that helped. I'm guessing that hissing is sand. There's cactuses in the area. But I suppose it's better a puncture than... because you can fix punctures, but you can't fix ghost matter poisoning. Oh, hold on a minute. I need a better perspective on this. I'm just going to land... yeah, just like that. And this time I can... oh, look at that. Oh, that's me. Hello. But you can see the lower level is completely chock full of ghost matter. The one thing I cannot do is bounce off one of these walls and land in it. That explains a lot. Another thing I can't do is... well, I already described bouncing off the walls. So, just to confirm... yeah, nothing but ghost matter on the walls. What I am going to have to do is aim for that elevator there. Now, you all know my track record with aiming for elevators. I have a tendency to miss them. Boy. What a high-stakes game this is. Okay, let me see if I can just... and the low gravity does not help. Ah, there we go. I don't know what I was so nervous about. So, what have we here? Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to the possibilities. Its possibilities. You know, it's funny. A signal is older than the universe. It makes you wonder if this universe is the actual universe, or a microverse, or a midiverse, or a teenyverse inside it. What do we have here? If the eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate it? Did something happen to it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Oh, and there's more over here. Is the eye natural or artificial? Is this universe natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? Well, I got a better question. Who set off the Big Bang? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. And here? Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? Well, the odds of that happening are infinitesimal, almost literally infinitesimal. Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. That's a good point. Maybe it can be the Terraharthians, however you say that. We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal is produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Okay, well, I got a question that beats all of them. How am I supposed to get out of here? Is it possible? I don't know. This scout doesn't tell me anything. Maybe I can get out through... Okay, yeah. Well, it's a bit sandy, but let me see if I can... Yeah, I keep forgetting that the motor on my scout is a little on the weak side. If, on the other hand, I can... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and I come out right here. But I can't go into the actual shrine this way because of the sandfall. It's a bit like, well, it's a bit like falling up. Arguably, you just can't do it. Not by yourself, at least. Alright. Well, that is pretty much it for Ember. But I don't think that's pretty much it for Ash. And here's why. You remember Giant's Deep. I have never visited there on purpose. It's always been accidental. Well, one of those accidental voyages was using Ash, the warp stations on the Ring Road. So that is our next destination. Let me just refuel and blast right off. Suppose I have some time before Alright, so I'm going to have to wait for Ash, which is here. And since it's coming around, I can match... I suppose I can match velocity with it. You can see that's the sun. Here we are. So why am I doing this? Well, it's because of how these stations work. They take you to places that would be inaccessible otherwise. You can't exactly get to the Black Hole Forge without... Oh boy, hang on a second. Okay, yeah, you can't exactly get to the Black Hole Forge without using this area, and you certainly can't get to, let me think. I think you can get to the area this corresponds to on Terra Hearth, but you can't get to the Ash Twin Project, and I don't think there's anywhere in Ember that you can't get to, that you have to use this for. And you certainly can't get to the Sun Station. Now, I imagine that there's something similar on Giant's Deep. I'll just have to wait until it gets into range. There's no station for Dark Bramble. I'm guessing that nobody got a chance to build one before the actual Bramble itself consumed the planet. I don't know what that was. Alright, fasten your seatbelts. Oh boy. It's stormy out. Brother, there's a cyclone like right on top of me, and it is clockwise. I gotta get away from it. And it's pouring. And I got no umbrella. But then again, that might just be Giant's Deep being Giant's Deep. I did get a chance to really feel this place out. I was a little too unaccustomed to its gravity, which is about twice normal. What exactly is this thing? Unless, wait a second. You know what they said at the South Pole of Brittle Hollow? You need cyclones to drop you into it. Maybe I'm actually supposed to stand there and let a cyclone pick me up. Or drop me off. And this is like a controlled ascent or descent. Or maybe you stick something on there and it launches it into orbit. Now what did this say? The gun test oh yeah, this is about the memory statues. We have... Now, at the Ash Twin Project, we learned that there are 3 of those. One of them we saw warily. Its eyes were closed, and then it looked at me. I have no idea why. Maybe it liked my hairdo. But that's beside the point. I'm going to go over here. The other 2, one of them is at the probe tracking module. Oh, did I just backtrack myself? Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, one of them is at the probe tracking module, which got flung off into the middle of nowhere. And the other... What was that? The other one of those... Low? Ah. Okay. Wow, I forget what the third one actually is. Oh. That ain't good. Okay, so we're using gravity crystals. My record with these is kind of spotty, or was kind of spotty at first, but now I think I'm getting accustomed to them. Not so much all this hopping around, though. So this area is, of course, closed off. It's the statue workshop. I'm guessing there haven't been many Hearthicans visits to Giant's Deep. What the... Okay, well, since I can't... There we go. I'm guessing I can't leapfrog to this place. The gravity is just too high. But what was here? This path seems to end, and kind of abruptly, too. Unless it isn't ending. Now this place, if I were to land here, if I were to land on Giant's Deep, it'd probably be here. Because when I went to the, that place, I forget what it's called, it's like the probe launcher or something like that. When I went there, there was something a lot like that, and it was drawing me in. Well, I suppose, as you know by now, the interesting stuff... Wait a second. Oh, that's clockwise. I want counterclockwise. I think that's clockwise. I'm a little too busy running away from it, but there's two opposing twisters, and the one over here... Oh boy, am I going into... Yes, I am. Alright. Let's encounter... Now that one's clockwise. But the one that I am looking at right now... I think is counter. see it. If I were to head for it, it will push me down under the surface. Yeah, I think it is counterclockwise. Stop running away. Never thought I'd find myself doing this. I am like right in the middle of the... Am I being pushed away from it? Do I have to like land in the top or something? Whoa, okay. I suppose this makes sense. I mean... there's something down here. Where's this funnel going? There are like a ton of these things. I don't know how, but I gotta get back to, not the ship, but the place I started from. Possibly I'll use, again, this is clockwise, but I suppose what I can do is drift towards... oh, never mind. I'm not sure what that thing is down there. It looks like it's snow Mayan origin. But that's just judging by the, by that blue... sorry, that purple stuff. Looks like the only interesting bits of Giant's Deep are at its equator here. The poles might be protected by those twisters. I suppose it doesn't matter how much oxygen I have left now. The sun doesn't have that long left at all. Regardless, next time, I think there's like one known location on Giant's Deep I can mark. Just hope I don't get hit by a... wait, what is that red thing? Am I the only one seeing that?